3.9 is the default, sanctioned overclock. So I put it to 4.1. It's not a delitted processor. When I delit it, I should be able to push 4.5. Again, this is my it's the system that I've kind of set aside for my wife. Connected via Wi-Fi. 100% usage right now. I will see about putting on the display, the FPS. There it is. It's at 60 on the menu, 61. So that's the max potential, I guess, of this video card. But I did, just so you guys know, I do have a user config. I will show it to you. I will show it to you. User config. This is the user config I am using right here. As you can see, it's the same as the 8700K, so it's pretty straightforward. And the GPU is at 100%. In the menu, CPU usage, 20% on the main menu. And here's the two disks. This is the one that I have for the operating system. This is where I have Star Citizen installed. All right. So, oops, summary view. There we go. I will minimize this, minimize that, and close this. And let's go into the network, shall we? Join on friends. Elanis. I think that's the server I may have been on. I will join another one. I'll try US one. So there it is. Let's see how fast this loads. And I will pull up my phone so I can say hi to people in chat if you are tuning in. Oh, did I disable Chris Roberts yet, or is he still popping up there? I will see Alt F5. Alright. This is part 2, of course, guys. As you know, part 1 crashed because my system locked up at 4.5 gigahertz. This is the system I'm normally on. I just put in a 1080 to give you an idea that you don't have to go 1080 Ti, but you put in a 1080 Ti, performance is improved on this system, no doubt. Let's see, my channel. There we go, waking up. It took a little bit longer, but it's not that bad. All right, the 10 that are watching, I appreciate you being here. I'm just going to go to live chat and lower the resolution on this puppy. Yeah, that's good enough. Why are there 2 simultaneous streams on the same channel? Kamini, I am going to fix that one because it shouldn't be on this. The other one crashed. So it lasted about, I don't know, about 5 minutes. Hey Simon, how's it going? I am going to just step back, guys. I'm going to see if I can actually manage that other channel lead. See if I can actually adjust this one. Standard license. So I'm getting 33. The other server, the first one, it was definitely an older server, I think. But here it is, 33 frames a second. Oh, let me do that for you. R display info 3. There you go. And let me see about getting this one fixed. Why? So there's 2. Let's go there because this one shouldn't be live. I can't manage it from the phone. You 2. Sorry guys, I actually used stop. Oh my goodness, I should remove this thing. So I'm gonna go options. Just gonna exit back to, let's see, is this how? Nope. Options. Controls. Key bindings. Oops. On foot. And joystick. Advance. On foot. And let's do it. There we go. Now I can work again. Alright.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck.
So this one's filling
Press
up
the
nicely.
screen to continue.
Alright, while you guys are watching this, I am going to go and try to kill the other stream. Woohoo! Doesn't need to.
For your convenience,
There.
our automated ship organization system handles storage of all vehicles. To access your craft, consult one of the terminals located throughout the station.
What isn't good?
For our guests' safety,
Sight.
this station has been designated as an armistice zone. All weapons are currently disabled.
Edit video.
This station has been designated
I'll
as
just
an
delete
armistice
it.
zone. Tampering with weapon safety protocols is strictly forbidden.
Go. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Live control.
Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks. Thank you for your assistance.
Loading up. Stop the streaming of this one. Okay. So that one is now stopped,
To
and
prevent traffic,
I
we
am
ask
going
that
to leave
all
it up
arriving
just so you guys
pilots
can
use
see
designated landing areas.
what happens when you overclock too much. So it looks stable enough. Oh yeah, I gotta go join the channel. So,
We kindly ask that guests exit airlocks as soon as it is safe to do so.
there we go. Refresh this one.
This station is a proud member of the Ship Share program, encouraging travelers to save resources and fly together. Space may be lonely, but you don't have to be. Save on resources and expenses. Join the Ship Share program today and fly together. We advise guests, please use caution when exiting the armistice zone, as weapons will once again become active.
I guess I could kill that one. Yeah. Right, guys. 86 views on the other one. Wow, you guys really
To
tuned in
prevent
fast.
traffic, we ask that
I'll
all
leave it up for
arriving
now. I'm
pilots
just going to go to
use
the
designated
live one that you guys are
landing
watching right now.
launch platform of the departing
So
ships only.
this is, just to recap real quick, 4770K, clock to 4.1 gigahertz,
For your
air-cooled, of
convenience,
course.
our automated ship organization
It
system
has
handles
16
storage
gigs of
of
RAM.
all vehicles.
It's on a
To
4K.
access
I'm
your
playing at
craft,
4K and
consult one of
streaming
the
at
terminals located
1440.
throughout the station.
Crab says, Kamini says, I was really
For our
confused.
guests'
Yeah, I was
safety,
just
this station has been
a locked up
designated as an
session.
armistice zone.
I never really tried, guys. I
Weapons
try to keep this
currently
unbiased as
disabled.
much as possible, just so you can see it's a normal day of activity. Obviously, the server started out nice. Now it's at 28,
A
29.
reminder that vehicles left unattended on launch platforms will be returned to
Here's
storage.
the live chat. I just had it. All right.
We kindly ask that guests exit airlocks as soon as it is
reload.
safe to do so.
Is it still streaming? Do you guys still see it? Yeah, it is. I still see it now. Why are they watching a CPU use temps? Crab, I'm trying to just showcase that Star Citizen can be played on a 4770K processor with 16 gigs of RAM on 2 SSDs with relatively nicely. Right now I'm getting 35 frames a second. You can see I'm playing at 4K and 16 frames a second. But it's kind of weird. The stream is kind of off, so I'm going to go back to the YouTube portion of this. Just be patient with me, please. I normally have my laptop set up as a way to monitor the stream, but not today.
Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks.
I'm just going to go and check out the live stream and see how it looks. Okay, it looks clean. Nice. And I'm going to go to live chat and open that up. Alright. Can you set your mic slightly louder? Alright. How about that? Is that better? If it's too far away, let me. Remember, this is not my normal streaming microphone. This is just a headset microphone. So, I'm going to go under recording devices, properties, listen, levels, boost. Yeah, 10 is the most I can do, so I'll leave it at 10. How's that sound? Does it sound a little bit better? And it'll take about 30 seconds. Here, I'll see about moving this aside. All right. That's better, Alan? Thank you, guys. Now, if you do hear, room noise, again, this is just a bedroom where it's like a simple office. And, yeah. This is a US server we're on right now. Let's see. Is he going to look at me? All right. Now, remember, this is a system with just 2 SSDs. I believe one of them is actually an 850, the professional, and the other one's an 840 professional. Star Citizen's on the 850. It really doesn't make any difference. Samsung drives are pretty good. And I am going to I'm going to the most difficult place in Star Citizen. Oops. I don't know, it's not responding. Maybe it's a bad server. Or am I doing something on my mouse? Let me see. I'm going to leave this server. I just pressed F1, it didn't come up. US servers, gotta love them. Okay, exiting to main menu, guys. Now load times is a little bit more, because of course these are not, it's not an Optane drive. However, it's still 2 SSDs. Also, this is just a 4-core system with 4 hyper-threads. So yeah, you can say it's a logic processors are 8, but the cores are only 4. And this is only a 1080, not a 1080 Ti. If this was a 1080 Ti, performance would be very close. Let's go to Hangar just to see. Reliant Kore, I'm sure you guys are very familiar with that. Chi, hello buddy. On my Xbox One, someone is trolling the stream with an overlay of Chris Roberts coming out of a loot box. That's me, Dash, and that's the first stream. This one should be clean, but ultimately this is what you're seeing. Alt F5, and then I'm going to press Alt F5. By the way, I got permission to use that from the guy who put it together, so I use it every now and then. Jack in the box. Alright, so basically playing at 4K, I'm getting 32 frames a second in the Hangar. So that is probably the maximum performance of this system using a 1080. If I popped in the 1080 Ti, you get what you get, right? Of course you're going to get better performance. If it was a 1070, I'd probably pulling 27, 28, maybe. Oh, let's see the usage of the memory on that thing. So give me a second, guys. Pull this up. I'm using this to overclock. So let's see, what is the usage? This is the memory. The temperature is 51, so it's good. Clock, give or take. I mean, if I overclock this, I could probably eke out a little bit more performance. It's 31 right now. Memory usage, it's only 6 of the 8. That's why when people ask me, is a 1060 okay? I'm like, yeah, it's okay, but it'd be nice if you had the 6 gig version versus the 3 gig version. 1070 would be nice because they would have 8. So the 1080 and 1070 is pretty much the same. Voltage and total power. So, all right, I think we're pretty good. I like in the Hangar because the CPU gets used maximum. All right, I'm gonna minimize that, go back. And so what I do is I have this open, so I can just minimize this so you guys can, see what's happening. Here, let's grab. I wonder if I actually have my golf carts still, because there's a bug where if you put a golf cart, gray cat in a ship, and you reclaim the ship before the gray cat, you lose the gray cat. So it's like sad. Oh, I guess. Do I left click on this? Or just click on it. Oh, I just click on it. You don't have to hold. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's kind of neat. A vivid display. Let's just click on it. Ooh. Stanton. Oh, it's really hard to see it in this light. Too bad you can't dim it. Let's go and see what else we got. Solar system. Oh, alright. I think this is the one that was featured. Yeah, I think this one might be the one that's a curious one. Anyway, so how's the performance? Pretty good, right, guys? CSG says 2 gigabytes of VRAM. Listen, Commander Veritas. I'm telling you what I play with. I don't know what performances lower people would have. Like, I mean, not lower people, but lower setups would have. I know that I'm trying to get the best performance and graphics display from Star Citizen. So to get that, this is what I'm offering, right? Rambus, hi. And Sitaro. Hey, guys. Here, I'm just going to... the audio seems to be okay. I don't know. In return, their winter break. Kamanias, CIG team return from winter break. I would think this week you should be getting them back to work. I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, I would suspect as much. So let's see. What do I have? Maybe right here. Oh, there we go. Let's see. I got Type 1 vehicle. See, only my rovers show up. No fair. Oh well, let's just see if we can break this. Usually they come out in explosion manner. So when I open this up, there's probably a fire going on in there. Oh, it's not bad. It's a little bit damaged. Oh, this thing is out here. Probably not good. Yeah, this is not going to end well for me. I don't even have chairs. Oh my goodness, it's destroyed. I better leave before it's too late. Well, hey, let's stare at this flame for a while. Oh, it's not. That's okay now. Warning. Hazard. Alright, this is the Hangar performance on this system. More work in the hangars and put some ships. Yeah. The Hangar bug is fixed. Some people, including me, reported that they had no Hangar option in the main menu. It's fixed on my side. Okay. Let us see if I can add another one. Oh, here we go. I will grab this one. See if it's a little bit better. Oh, that one's probably in bad shape too. Yep. Now I got the shields and the generator. But at least I got the chairs. Woohoo! Let's see if we can go rooting around. I don't know if you can. Nope. Oh, F8. Here we go. The reason I'm testing this out, the physics is usually what bogs down a system. So I'm still getting 45 frames a second, which is not bad. It's pretty good. Yay. So 36 frames a second, power down. Alright. So now we know what the performance is like here. Oh, that can't be good. That's probably my processor right now. No, the processor's fine. I just have to delit it, lower the temperatures a little bit, and make sure that I actually give it enough voltage. I know that the motherboard that I have on can definitely push 4.5. I was just being lazy today. Okay, guys. Our average is 35 frames a second, I think. It's good to say. Depending on where you look, depending on how much is being processed, you can get up to 44 here. I'm pretty sure I would be pulling close to 60 plus if I had a 1080 Ti. Sleepyhead Games. Hey, Satara, my man. Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming in and joining us. I'm just on a 4770. I don't have my normal audio setup, so there might be a little plosives and other issues, so I'll try to keep it on a normal monotone voice. Oh, the buggy's really loud? Alright, I will check that out. Options, audio. It's a little bit, sound effects I already lowered down. So, I'm just too low, that's what it is. Okay, I'll lower this down. I'm going to see about getting this microphone a little closer. Man, I'm pretty much eating it. Sorry about this, guys. How's that? Is that better? I don't know if that's going to work any better. Yeah, alright. Alright, guys. 4770K system. Hangar. 1080 Ti would be much better. Simple upgrade for if you have a system like this with 16 gigs of RAM and 2 SSDs. Alright. This is on Wi-Fi. So in case you're wondering, that's my user config settings. And this is the task manager right now. Memory usage is nothing. I'm going to go to details. Here we go. Don't worry about these things. They're just extras on this system. VR system, right? RSI launcher, 24 megabytes. Let's see which one eats the most memory. We'll go up there. Basically 4 gigs. Alright, back to main menu. Now you'll notice that the load times is a little bit more. So let's go to Crusader and see who we can log in on. Alright, this is an older system. He's been here a while. So I'm going to go to an older system, not a new system. Can't change that setting. Canadian mode on. When you were driving it. You sound Canadian, eh? What's it all about, eh? It's the Urson, not a buggy. It is a buggy, not a buggy. It is buggy. It is, but not a buggy. Gah. So frustrated. I stopped following all the ship production somewhere after the Dogfight module came out and they started pumping out ships like crazy. You know what? I'm glad they're pumping out ships. I like the diversity. And don't feel that you have to get them now. I mean, you can use rec to get them and use them in PU. If you actually do like, getting rec, I recommend doing races. So, I'm going to have this is again just to show you how it is, and once I get this done and I have the server stable, I'll do a mission, a PI mission. We'll see what type of performance we get. Okay, so I know that the server's been around, and we're going to see how bad it is. We'll see if there's any physics collisions and how susceptible and sensitive this system is compared to the one with the Optane drive and the M.2 960 professional drive as the main OS, the 8700K with the 1080 Ti and 32 gigs of RAM. So let's look up at the sky. I think the best I can expect out of this, like the first run, is 25 frames a second to 28. which is pretty much what you're going to get if you don't have a 1080 Ti. Yeah. 1080 Ti has 11 gigs of video RAM, where the 1080 and the 1070 only have 8, and you can get the 1060 with 6. So first things first, I will check the status of Port All Stars Market. This is Charlie Strut, usually the one that everyone sells at. So let's see. I definitely have some broken ships, so I'll just grab the Freelancer. Laranite's a little low, that's all. Gold, it's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Freelancer, we're going to fly to the most difficult place I know, Levski. So where's that Freelancer? Now I know people were saying, hey, can I take that Optane drive and put it on a PCIe adapter card, pop it into this system? This system that I'm on only has one PCIe lane. It's a really solid build system. So it only has one lane for PCIe, which is 16 times, which is pretty much what I use it for. It has an M.2 port, but the M.2 port... That's loud. I gotta turn that down. The M.2 is... PCIe only 2, so it's probably the same performance as an SSD on this system, so I wouldn't upgrade to an M.2 NVMe type drive. Alright, you will notice, because I'm not running Optane drive, the load times is noticeable as things get loaded in. Optane drive makes that, improves that considerably. Whether you're running an M.2, 960 professional, but between that and the Optane drive, it's a lot less, but it's still noticeable. Now, I'm not here to push Optane. I don't want you guys to do that yet, because Samsung's coming out with an answer for the Optane, a lot cheaper, very similar performance. So, ooh, is this a broken? Nope, so far so good. If I were to put an Optane drive, this thing did support an Optane drive, I know I could improve the performance. But right now, I'm also running only a 1080. So what I'm going to do is get the same system that is this one, and I'll put a 1080 Ti in it. I'll have to set that up, of course, just so you guys can see. Definitely more usage on the CPU side than on the 8700. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to Delamar and set this to set its destination. Oops. Oh. What? I think this mouse has a bad button. I'll have to fix that later. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I didn't do this right. Ah, man. I forgot something. To launch this guy. Oh, it is launched. Okay. Oh, right. My configs I don't think are correct. So I'm going to go to options. Might be a different input now. Controls, key bindings. Advanced controls, flight. Movement, and not mouse. Joystick, movement. Let's try this. Alright. Pitch. Yeah, input 2. Boo, I'll have to do something about that. Yeah. This won't take long, guys. I just need to do this. It's a pain. Input 2. Roll. Strafe down, strafe up. There we go. Strafe down, strafe up. Most systems RAM getting used watching Task Manager for me is sometimes at the beginning 11.65 gigabytes RAM, but generally stays between 9 and 10. That's not bad. CVA says. Straight for right and left. Let's see. All right. Stay forward, backwards. And I'm just programming the 6 degree of freedom mouse, the space mouse, 3D connection for space mouse right now. Why is that on pitch? Okay, I'm going to try this again. Alright, I got the pitch wrong. Pitch. There we go. Yeah, I did get it wrong. How do I know if I have a crappy M.2 slot? Well, Hayden, if it detects the drive, make sure it is the appropriate M.2. Some systems only, you have to go and get the manual from the motherboard just to verify if the M.2 is PCIe 2 or PCIe 3. Sometimes the chipset will tell you. If it's a 97 chipset, like the one I have right now that I'm using, it's probably a crappy one. Probably. But it's worth checking with the motherboard. Toggle EPS. Oh yeah, no. Strafe up. Couple strafe. Up, down. Alright. I'm not going to decouple. See, I said it the same thing. This is a quick little tutorial for you guys. There it is. Strafe up, down. Strafe left and right. Loads just fine. I'm using basic 2D, 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. Yeah, absolutely. It will load fine, but the problem is once you're starting flying, you're loading things and like the distance, it'll start accessing your hard drive, and that can slow down the load times, lowering down your draw times, so you get lower frames per second. Straight forward and backwards. Decoupled roll. I think we're good. All right, let's see if this works. Control S, and see if this works. Oh, I have it backwards. Both backwards. That one's good. Down, up, forward, back, right, and left. So my right and left are wrong, my pitch is wrong, and my yaw is wrong. Go back into options, controls. Is it keybinds? No, it's controls. And joystick. Immersion settings, on foot pitch. Maybe it's... There we go. No. I'm pretty sure it's controls. In-flight movement, pitch, and yaw. Oh, that's the mouse. There. In-flight movement, pitch, and yaw, and pitch, yaw, and strafe. Up think it's just pitch, yaw, and roll. No, roll was good. So, let's see again. Pitch, yaw, and roll. Roll's good. Oh, strafe up, down's good. Oh, left and right. Am I in the right section for that? Controls. Oh, it's 2, sorry. So pitch, yaw, and strafe. There we go. There we go. That's good. And yaw. All right, now we're done. Finally. Thanks for being patient, everyone. And we're at like 24, 25 frames a second, so we're not averaging. It's an older system. It had 38 going in out of 50, but if there's a lot of physics going on, or a lot of assets, even worse. Are you using joystick, German, or Combute flight sticks? Fiascos asks. I'm actually using a 6 degree of freedom 3D connection mouse on the left-hand side, and for mouse look, I'm using the mouse, pretty much. An F on the keyboard, right? So you guys can see, effects are good, 27 frames a second. Alright, so we landed and arrived here. Oh, right on! You have that too? Nice work, man. I use SXV2V Joy, absolutely, I use that too, man. That's what I just finished setting up because my wife doesn't need this, so I'm like, I'm not gonna get her one if she doesn't like using it. She can use a game controller if she wants to. Alright, so where is this Levski? Oh, there it is. Oh, we're pretty close. Alright, we're just gonna go towards Levski. 25 frames a second right now. Raising landing gear. Full speed ahead. It says I have PCIe 3.0X. Oh, Hayden, man. Go for it. If you get the Optane drive, see if it also supports Optane drive, though. But you don't have to get the Optane drive. But 3.0, 3.05. What's your chipset, Hayden? That's awesome, man. Congrats. You don't have to upgrade the motherboard. I have Dan says a 1700X 1080 Ti. Man, see, I can't answer for the 1700X, but a 1080 Ti. I'm getting 23 in an older system right now. So it sounds about right, but this is a 1080, right? 16 gigs of RAM, an SSD, Dan? Can you tell us if you have that, what you have? What's going on this evening? Oh, Gooch, I'm just testing out streaming, playing at 4K, streaming at 44p from the 4770K system on the PU, on a US server live right now. Like at prime time. None says, Sitaro, should I buy 32 gigs of RAM or an Origin 600 Explorer? That's the question of my life. Well, the 32 gig RAM might make it more enjoyable, but the 600i, we don't know when we're going to see that. So if you can wait on the Explorer until the next anniversary, good for you. Nothing's going to change. Honestly. Okay, here's an example, guys. Okay, just to let you know. You may have supported this project since day one, but if you had $25,000 to drop on Star Citizen right now, and you call Concierge and you get it, you will have the best title and a certificate signed by all the directors and Chris Roberts himself. Even if you didn't fund the project at the beginning, you get that option. Sure, you don't get all the perks for those, like, one-on-one day with Chris Roberts, but you would still be able to get what pretty much everyone else can get. So I would hold off on buying any more ships, honestly. And if you think you can benefit from the 32 gigs of RAM with something else apart from Star Citizen, then go for that. But hey, I don't know how you're going to get that 600i. If it's going to be like gray market, don't do it. Just wait. Okay? I have a 960 gigabyte SSD Samsung, Dan says. Nice. Is that the Pro or the Evo version? Gucci, nice dude, nice going dude. I'll stick around and see what you get up to. Oh yeah, I supported it for about 2 years, Dan says. Nice. Rickham, how do you have your mouse decoupled? I bound my mouse from movement and kept it bound to targeting. Oh, this is how I did it, guys. Go under Option, Controls, Mouse, right? Key bindings on the mouse. Advanced. So flight, movement, no mouse. Weapons, no mouse. Like no mouse movements, right? Targeting, no mouse. I got rid of that. And I only have it for view. That's it. Does that help? Oh, Dan K, thank you very much. All right, guys, I'm at Levski. I'm getting 23 frames a second, which is not much different. Now, just so you guys know, I'm not going to land inside, because inside is pretty much the same. I guess I can do that inside. The most difficult part is the outside during the day, and that's what I want to do, okay? I am going to land this puppy. I'm going to go wide angle. Zoom out. And this is where I always get issues. If all of a sudden there's some sort of physical collisions going on, it's going to slow me and pretty much anybody in the vicinity down sometimes. If it's person-to-person collision, it only affects me and the other person. So let's see what happens. So even yesterday, oops, I was getting 17 frames here, even on an 8700K. Of course, I had a Z on. Okay, so there it is. I'm landed. I'm inside, and I'm going to power down. Look at this. 19 frames a second right now. 20. So I would say, guys, that this is pretty much a standard thing. It's server side, sending too much physics collisions. So even had the top of the line cherry pick PC running Optane drive. Your FPS around here will be the great equalizer. Okay? Any debate, further debate about whether it's client side or it might be driver side, absolutely. See, look at that, 17 frames a second. And it's not like it's bad, but I'm playing in 4K. Oh, those guys have nice green suits. I wish I had that. All right, last time I went to Levski, I got stuck in a lift, couldn't get out. Yeah, Gucci. Sometimes those lifts don't work properly. All right, let's see how these looks. So the textures take a little bit to load, but of course I'm not on an Optane drive, but I am on an SSD. So if you really want to test the performance of your system, come to Levski. I know that this will challenge it. All right? Lack of OBS in the game. It could be Junkyard. Now, I was on a system where I was crawling to like 5 frames a second here. I logged off, restarted the computer, came back to the server, and I was okay. But when I approached here, I was still getting 19 frames a second. So when I was getting 5 frames a second, it's because the server, I guess, wanted me to process a whole bunch of physics or something like that. I don't really know. But it's it may be just driver related. So I'm going to go downstairs. Or first off, I'm going to go and get a rover and root around on the surface, because you guys probably seen that already. When object container streaming finally becomes fully functional, it will reduce overall system costs in resources. That's what Junkyard's mentioned. Rakugoth says, do your frames change at all at 1080p? I'm in Windows mode right now. Honestly, I don't think it does, but let's just try. I don't know if it's going to break the stream, guys. It might. Okay? It might break the stream. So, okay, so now it's 1080p. All right? Even though it's 4K, it's 1080p. I'll say yes. All right? Because it's window mode, right? So all I did is there's 21 frames a second. 22, 23. It helped a little bit, but not much, right? So let's go outside and just verify. It's improving it a little bit, 25 frames a second. Maybe I'm not losing. Yeah, back to 18, 19. So I get a small percentage boost, but nothing major. Right, so let's just go under options and go to graphics. Even though it says that, it is not that. It is 1080. Now I'm going to go to 1440, see what happens. Is that 1440? No, that's not the 1440 I'm looking for. There we go. All right, now we're at 1440, and we're going to see what the performance is. Still, right? And we were getting about 25, mushroom cloud style. Yeah, an exact one for, yeah. Well, I don't know, maybe not even, really. So, let's see. 18 frames a second, 21, 22. So does that help your question? Basically, this is an old server. And it's been around. It's probably hovering around 40 users. So I'm going to go back to this. Oh yeah, it doesn't go that way. I have to go here first. And then while it waits, I just say yes. Then I go back. Here we go. And there we go. Now we're back at 4K, everyone. And we're still at 21 frames a second. Now, I could probably get more frames a second if I'm not doing window mode, but that's how I play. So, if that helps you guys, good for you. This is a totally different system, remember. So let's get that Ursa rover. Nope. I should probably turn that off. Unknown location. Let's see if I can retrieve this. No, it doesn't. I'm going to have to claim it. Alright. Oh, I could have sped this up. Alright, expedite this. Alright. And I'll claim this guy too. Okay, let's see if this works. Really, you mean the capacity of the entire ship? Gucci asks, ship's crew. I don't know what the question is. Are they making it larger? Are you looking forward to having a full shop's crew running? Gee, I don't know. I'm looking forward to any content that they add. It'll be fun. Alright, expedite. Alright, now we're down to, well, I'm going to turn off this light. This light's annoying. There we go. 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I'll go downstairs and look around, guys. So it's 20 frames a second right now, which is pretty much normal for a non-Optane drive system. 1080 Ti would be nice too, but that's it. Trash Dove 01 says thanks. It will be bigger ship once it's reduced. Alright, the question is, that was asked, Kaminias Trestro. He is in borderless window mode. It's basically window mode, but without those window borders. At full resolution, it's almost exactly as full screen, but it works better for multitasking. Absolutely, because right now, for instance, I could be here and go into the desktop just by pressing the right Alt, if I wanted to. Like I would go into a different window, but I don't have multiple displays, so it doesn't really help too much. But at least it doesn't allow, have to reload anything or anything else, for that matter. So let's see. There it is. Look at that. The textures are loading a little bit slower. Not the end of the world. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Add this. This is a different system. I don't have any of my key bindings. So there. I'm going to now go close to you guys. A little closer. Don't be shy. There we go. And I'll have that as 6. So back to 3. Back to 6. Yeah, so there you go. Alright. It's not bad, eh? So you could probably find one of these systems as a hand-me-down. It's pretty okay. I'm going to take a shower. We'll be back later. Okay, Kamani. Thank you. They need to have the AI working, keeping busy. Will AMD make an Optane drive? AMD will not make Optane drives. Their video card, CPUs. But I know Samsung's bringing something to compete with Optane. So it'll be interesting. Let's see what Customs here says. Just kind of being rushed a little bit. All right. Here we are. Caterpillar. Has some stuff in it. Oh, lauronite. Let's see what I can sell. Gold is at 20 here. What do I have? Do I have gold? Or does this tungsten? Oh, man. Tungsten's really low here. It's at 6. Well, I might as well buy some tungsten then. Buying tungsten. Lots of tungsten. Got it. Bought a little tungsten. I'll sell tungsten later when it goes up higher. All right. Yeah, the lips are pretty nice. See, look at that. Did you see the texture loading a little slower? Optane drive makes it a little bit easier. But if I had 32 gigs of RAM, I probably wouldn't free up the RAM as much. But I don't know. It's up to you guys to decide. I mean, it still looks nice. Right? 20 frames a second here. No Optane drive, just double SSD. Here, I'm going to add a little bit of depth of field. There we go. Oh, now it's black here. I'll just zoom in. There we go. Oops, somebody just walked in front of me. I don't like it when people do that. Why are you doing that? There we go. Now, this is where a 1080 Ti and a better processor kicks in. As you guys can see, this is not an issue with server side, it's the depth of field work. 20 frames a second, when you have depth of field, it kind of gets performance hit a little bit. Also, this camera movement, it moves me in and out of depth of field. I wish I could get rid of the camera movement. It's just such a pain. All right, taking a screenshot. I'm going to now move a little bit further back. There we go. Another screenshot. See, and notice the eyes actually show up. So, and I'm going to get rid of the depth of field now. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to save this one as 9. And back up. That's okay. I'll go a little wider. There we go. And I'll save that one as 9. And now I'm going to get rid of the depth of field. No more depth of field. The performance increases a little bit better, not so sluggish, you know. So, hi, I'm back, bro. Can I join you? Absolutely. Lord Vader, absolutely, anytime. Trade runs too strong. They think they need to give better payouts for missions. Absolutely, but I think what they're trying to do, the missions are probably in the works still, and the trade runs are the things that they really want to see people work on, so they're giving out good money on that. So it's kind of like a reward for your risk, you know? I can't wait until face over IP comes, man. I'm going to so enjoy it while I talk to you guys. I don't, like, I can have a camera, but I feel it doesn't add the immersion. And this way, when you're playing with me and we're all on the same team, this gives you the immersion, especially if you're watching the stream at the same time. Monet Eonel says, yeah, I was thinking to get the 600i from eBay. Don't do it, guys. Wait. But I will wait till the next sale to get the RAM instead. Thanks, Ataro. No problem, buddy. Wait, okay? That way, you know, the gray market, if somebody really has a problem, I mean, they could talk to concierge. Mr. K says, my lady blames you for me needing a new game rig. Well, Mr. K, tell her that the new gaming rig you're waiting for is 6 months away, so you can save up during that time. That's the one I recommend you get. PCIe 4. I've got some CPUs and GPUs and an SSD, and I don't get nowhere near your FPS. You know what? SSD, you only have one SSD, right? Try, Shocky, getting 2 SSDs. Put the Star Citizen on the second one. Just 60 gig. Get it, you know, a cheapo, a $40 one, okay? I tried playing this yesterday on my computer, a 1080 Ti, 4.5 gigahertz i5, which is okay, because I'm only running 4 hyper-threaded 8, and it ran like 10. Any idea why? Eric, what type of hard drives do you have? At Mr. K says, sorry, bro, I totally threw you under the space bus. It's okay, Mr. K. Mr. T says, hey, hello, welcome back, Mr. T. A bit of fool. Junkyard says, they will be working on the AI in 3.1 along with the balance pass, economy pass, space flight, combat, and system traversal. Absolutely, there's just going to be so much. Where must I meet you at Levski? The trade kiosk is where I'll be for now. Okay, I was thinking going to the bar, but I'll wait. Which will be coming near the end of March. Yeah, Junkyard says the timeline for 3.1. Eric, Samsung SSD. Do you know which type, Eric? Was it the Evo, the 850? Was it M.2 NVMe? Where must I meet you at Levski? Yeah, come to the kiosk, Lord Vader. How's work? Not yet, Adrian. That's tomorrow. I was going to go out with my wife today, but, you know, she had other things come up, so I'm here just doing this little test. Just to show you guys, you don't need the beast of a machine. Eric, at least 16 gigs of RAM, right? Yes, Mr. Pink. Honestly, 16 gigs of RAM minimum. 20 would be better. 32 would definitely be, you know, you're okay. And a big page file on your SSD instead of the HA. Yeah, hard disk drive, you know, spinning platters. Definitely don't put your. If you have 16 gigs, get an SSD. If you have 8 gigs, get an SSD. If you don't have an SSD, get an SSD for everything. So Eric says it's an Evo. Yeah, an Evo should be able to handle it. No problem, man. Samsung 960 Pro or regular. But the bigger the drive, the better control the speeds. Yeah, that's true. These are the Samsungs I have are 512, but they're pretty much, they only have like 120 gigs left on them. So these are not even defragged. They're well used, right? Eric says, I will try upgrading my RAM. I think I only have 8. Yeah, Eric. What about your hard drive? Just check that out. Junkyard Space says, RAM is so pricey now due to many. Yeah, that's why I tried to tell you guys, instead of getting RAM, just get an SSD, and you know, you can actually get a better performance. Task Manager. So, as you can see over there, you know, we got the CPU using at 70%, which is typical. You'll get the same type of performance from a 2600, and the GPU is pretty much maxed out. On a 1080 Ti, it might be at 60%, and the CPU on an 8700 is like 30-40%. So. Yeah, I'm also using Wi-Fi. If you check that right here, it's Wi-Fi. My other system was using Ethernet. But I was just trying to show you, you don't even need it. I'm streaming at 1440 on YouTube and playing at 4K. So, how much right now would I benefit from a normal SSD to M.2 NVMe? Dank, you won't really benefit humongously. I'm telling you. If you get 2 SSDs and put the Star Citizen on the second one, you'd benefit better. Mr. T, you noticed a huge difference between 8700K? No, all I notice is the usage. Remember, this is a 4-core. The 8700 6-core. 8700 is more efficient. I get a little bit more speed out of that one, like 5 gigahertz. But I deleted that. But you didn't need to. The one I got was a really good batch. Would a gaming laptop even be an option for this game? Would heat be an issue? Yes, Mr. K. Heat would be an issue. The sun on your gaming laptop would be an issue. But you could use a gaming laptop. It's just you're paying that premium to run Star Citizen on a gaming laptop. Junkyard, your current server is 30 of 50. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Darth Vader, can I get a cut of the cargo money, please? Darth, I'd love to give it to you. The only way I can give you the cut of the money is if we blow up my ship with the cargo in it, and then you load it all up in your ship, and then go to Port Olisar and sell it all. That's the only way you can pirate right now, or even transfer money, which is sad, because I think, what am I at? Let's see. I am at 8 million. I wish I could just give it to people, you know. Oh man, I'm down to one. Here's 100 grand. Have fun. It's easy to make money, guys. But when you start off, you know, at 5,000 or lower, it takes a good 2 hours to get back. Right? Hello, i5 2300 is very low for this game. Carrot, yeah. The 2300 i5, you'd have to overclock it, and I don't know if that can be. The lowest I would go for the second gen would be the 2600K, because that one I know is good, but it's an i7, right? So maybe the i5 it would work, but you definitely have to overclock it and cool it down. But you need 16 gigs of RAM and an SSD and maybe a 1070 video card. Remember, guys, CES 2018 is on this week. Actually, it's on today. It started today. A lot of new tech will be shown, a lot of new tech. So don't buy anything on impulse. Wait a little and see what's coming out this year, Rambo says. And I agree with you, Mr. T says, Mr. K, you can also use an external GPU adapter, which actually Asus has, but the adapter itself needs a better, a specific type, so you can actually do that with a laptop, which is really nice. Adrian, laptop good enough to run Star Citizen equals very expensive. Desktop significantly cheaper. Yes, sir, Adrian, you're absolutely right. Shocking, can you customize armor or weapons purchases? Weapons and armor you cannot customize right now. All you can do is just take them and piece them out as you want. So you can't put custom colors or textures or anything of that nature right now. Carrot, not overclocked. No, I don't think so. But you know, it's the GPU that's going to be the big bottleneck there. But if you get too big of a GPU, like a 1080 Ti, it's gonna your bus and your CPU is going to have a problem. Junkyard Space says, any idea why when I run at 1080 it appears to perform worse than when I run it at 4K? I tried last night and it seems odd that this would be the case. Honestly, Junkyard, I don't know. Maybe it has a mixture to do with your display or your drivers or something else that I can't tell offhand. Mr. Pink says, I'm on a 2600K here, 4 gigahertz, which is good. Could go higher anytime, but you don't really need higher. CPU is fine for SC. Absolutely. The 2600K is fine. I have that one too. They didn't release new graphics cards at CS. Boring. Yeah. There's a lot of things happening. You don't want to tip your hand yet. Mr. T, Mr. K, anytime, my man. That's what he said to you. Christopher Bryant says, I have an i7 5820K. Oh, yeah. You should be fine. Should be fine, man. All right. So, I will return. But you can see my CPU usage here is a lot higher, and the GPU usage is relative, and I'm getting 22 frames a second. All right, guys, do you want me to continue to do this test on this system, or should I go to my other system? A little bit better performance. And the only reason why is I think 2 extra cores, okay, a little faster gigahertz speed, yeah, the RAM is faster, without a doubt. 32 gigs of RAM, and an Optane drive. That's the reason why I feel that's better. Oh, definitely the 1080 Ti. So it's just a step up from this system. If I put a 1080 Ti in here, I could probably be hitting about 30 frames a second right now. But the loading textures is slower, and it's just going to be that way, probably because of a mixture between not running an Optane drive and not having 32 gigs of RAM. It's hard to say, though, guys. I am going to buy a 4K monitor for playing at 1080p now that I have not high enough GPU, and then anytime they release new GPUs, I'm going to get it. Actually, Mr. T, just so you know, is with Star Citizen, I find because it's server side mostly, I run at 4K. There's no reason to run 1080. I believe the scaling from 4K to 1080 is square, so it has to qualify loss blurriness. Carrot says GPU 1080 Ti, DDR16, 1600 Hertz, okay, SSD, but CPU make all low. What's your CPU? Oh yeah, that's right. It does. It makes it a little bit low. So that's your bottleneck, and you know it, right? So if you overclock it, you'll get better performance. All right, let's just see. I'm just gonna log off. Let's see, tungsten. Laurinite's coming down. That's going up. All right. So Darth, are you still on your way to me? Lord Vader. Lord Vader. I use a 50-inch Panasonic Vera HD 4K via Radeon Crimson settings. Yeah, Kive, that's pretty nice, man. Oh, did you guys see that 65 that does 120 4K? Oh, I don't know if it's going to be in the market, but that's going to be nice. I'd grab that. But again, I don't do that because most people, they have a 60, you know, a normal system, not a crazy system. All right, let's just try server-to-server load times. Okay, I'm going to exit the menu. Let's see how it compares for an Optane drive. Mr. Pink. Oh, it's a 2500K was the first o'clock, I think. The 2300, yeah, it has to be K for overclocks. Absolutely. Shocky, sent you a friend request. Your choice if you want to accept it. Shocky, was that in Discord or... Because I'm not in Discord right now, guys. Yeah, right now I have Discord turned off because I'm running on a 16 gig system. Also, I don't have dual monitors. On the other system, I have dual monitors. Star Citizen, and I will accept it, Shocky. It's just I'm not on Discord right now. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Zero Royale, and here is Junkyard. Junkyard. Let me guess. Junkyard, your Lord Vader? Oh, absolutely, Shocky. Star Citizen is a wonders if it could just persuade someone to lend me their caterpillar to buy a ton of Laranite instead of me using my Mustang. Actually, even if borrowing a caterpillar you won't be able to sell it. I will be able to sell your the merchandise, but you couldn't even put the merchandise in it because it would be not your ownership. Okay, I'm going to Zero Royale. Now, Shocky, what is your Star Citizen name? Adrian says, upgrade our sense. Okay, very nice. Adrian, thank you for that translation. Pink, Laranite is very limited most times. Absolutely. Last night I could buy only 6 SEUs and had 285 SEUs left. Yeah, absolutely. It is tricky, guys. Mr. Pink, thanks for mentioning that. I'm on your original server. All right. Thank you, Junkyard. Carrot says, i5. Yeah. An i5 3570, how much better than... Oh, the i5 3570 is probably definitely better. It's probably more efficient. And the fact that it's a 570 versus the 2300, it's probably a little bit better. But we're talking... All I know is I don't have experience with those. I only have experience with the 2600K, 4770K, and the 8700K. Because those are the ones I own. Oh well, Secret Drug Lab, 1 million visitors for 1 million AUC. that thing doesn't have any inventory, that place. Satoru, you should open a tech store, my man. Honestly, I would do it in game, but there's so many great tech stores out there, guys. All right, so I'm waking up on this server. It is another server that seems to have been around for a while. I'm getting 22, 23 frames a second. So this one probably has some interdiction going on. Rambo says he's in on 8700K. Awesome, guy. You're set. 16 gigs of RAM, Samsung 951, really nice. 1 terabyte. He has another second one for the SE drive, 400 gig, Intel 750. The Vega 64 with HBCC on, getting the same FPS as Citaro, but looking far more RAM and PCI lanes. Looking for, oh yeah, you're looking for more. Now, Rambus, you're getting the same FPS as I'm getting now on this system? Is that what you mean?
Welcome to the port Oligar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Oh yeah, let's go and check out this first. So if you can go to the kiosk at Levski, that's where I'm going to be, guys. Oh yeah, I took the freelancer over there. So is that the 315, right? All right, let's... I won't take the 315. Oh wait, I just want to see the prices here. Sorry guys, I know it's probably a little bit discomforting. Ooh, Laranite. Nice. It's not bad. So this, what was that? Acetate 21. Whoa. Anyway, I'm heading over to Levski again. So just stay at Levski, okay, guys? Now where's that? 8:15. 8:15. I mean 3:15. All right, I will take the Reliant Kore. Let's go and have some fun.
Ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Alpha 07. All right. Sorry, guys. I only wonder what price Volta for gaming will have. I hope not much above 1080 Ti. Yeah, well, competition's what helps us, guys, right? I basically got the same specs and around 10 to 15 frames a second. Your kid looks like John Boyega. Finn from Star Wars. Really? Let's see. Let's see. 6. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he does. He does. Good call. All right. All right, let's see. There he is. Darth Vader, are you at Levski, the kiosk? I should be arriving there shortly. Just tell me, keep me up to date, okay? Yeah, the hair, absolutely. It's a work in progress. Oh, man. I really want to take this thing, so just bear with me, guys. It looks like more like Ray than Shen. Oh, man. Yeah. See, I noticed the loading a lot more. New crap, anyways. Yeah, well. Can I get a Uber Sataro send me pad near? Oh, Darth, you are, you haven't left Port Olisar?
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Or are you at Levski? Dash is not here. He's the user the Uber guy, right? Reliant Kore. I will claim this one.
Flying together.
Claim. File claim.
Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks. Thank you.
Claim. File claim. Alright. So the memory is getting up there, right, guys? Process. Let's see. Look at that. Memory is at 8.9 now. So just leaving you with that. Alright, guys? I'm going to minimize this for now. Alright. I'm going to go back. Come on. Well, all you missed was... oh, Mr. Pink, that was funny.
For our guest safety, this station has been designated as an armistice zone.
I found a unicorn, yes. You missed it, man. That's funny. Alright, so I claimed this one. That's the Cartual. I don't want that one.
As weapons will once again become active.
Where is that? Oh, here it is. Expedite. Thank you. 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Handle storage of
And expedite this one too.
To access your craft, consult one of the terminals.
So. You're funny, man.
May be learned
All right. So, oh, somebody's here beside me. I wonder who that is.
and expensive. Join the ship
Hey.
program
Oh,
today and fly together.
I know who this is. I think I know who this is. This is Justify. Is this Justify? Nod your head if it's Justify. If it's not Justify, it's probably Dash. You guys are the ones that kind of dress funny. But I'm pretty sure that was Justify. Is that Justify? I just left me. Ah, he's sitting down. Or is who is that? Anybody in chat? Darth, is that you? Oh, that's you, eh? Darth, is that you sitting down? Don't worry. I captured it and we'll upload it later, Mr. Pink. What about Carrick? Oh, what do you think about the Carrick? I can't wait. I will just check chat. Oh, it is Justified. Hey! Going to go to Levski. Levski. I am streaming on the 4770K. Playing in 4K, streaming in 440p. This gentleman here is playing on a 2600K, 1070, 16 gigs of RAM, and 2 SSDs, and he gets similar performance like mine. I'm gonna ask him, what FPS are you getting now? Oh, nice. Let's go. Check. 22 here. Well, 22 to 20, 23, I guess.
Encourages travelers to save resources and fly together.
Yeah, 20 even. As low as 20. Not me, please. I am Alpha.
For your convenience, our
Okay,
automated
Vader.
handles
I am probably on a different server. Can you make your way to Levski on your own, Darth Vader, Lord Vader? So he's getting 18. He has a 1070, guys. We're pretty much equal system. It's not the CPU. Okay. All right.
Join the ship share
All
program
right. So I'm gonna leave that up so we can go. I had better frames. Yeah, this server is not good. Just so you guys know.
to prevent
You
traffic.
should.
We ask that all
This is an older
arrivals
server, but I don't mind because I want to see how trading is at Levski. So Reliant Kore, Reliant Kore. Here it is. Retrieving it now. I am at pad Alpha 00. Okay, I'll see if you're on Alpha 00. Hey, can you actually type in chat? Because I'm on Alpha 02 right now, and I'll come to Alpha 00. Okay, let's go. He's sitting down. Okay, you see this bug? You see this bug that he has? Please sit down again. You have the hunch bug. What happens is when you're getting up, you have this hunch over. My precious. Ugh. Come on. Come sit down. Come on. Come sit down. Oh, there. No. Here. Here. Sit down here, like this. See? Just like so. Yeah, you can sit down. There you go. And now just stand up. And there. Oop. Those collision frame drops. Okay. Try now. You fell down. Oh, he still has this. Still same issue. No problem. Amir. We at oh 02. Gorilla bug. Yes, the gorilla bug. We'll call it that from now on. Your server is nearly full, which may be one of the issues. It is at 42 at 50. Nice. Okay, I'm still getting 22 frames a second. You know what? Honestly, this channel will be able to fill up servers. Hey, R25. R25X. Here. Sweet. Not the best server. I am heading to Levski. Ooh, sounds fun. At this time, I am testing the 4770K system in performance and will jump onto the 8700K and join you guys shortly. Alright, so Justify is gonna meet me here. There you go. Now he's running around like a maniac. Alright, Justify, we're gonna go slow, okay? Slow walking. But first, open this door. Alright. Slow walking. Here, you go ahead, bud. And slow walking. Yeah. It's definitely the maximum this thing can do. 21 frames a second. This is an older server too, right? And anytime you have to calculate things. Alright, sorry guys, I've been avoiding you. Also depends on the rest of your setup. My ship is bugged, please help. Darth, you just go back to the kiosk and make an insurance claim and get that thing, oh, I think I went the wrong way. Nope, we're going good. Get that thing replaced, because that's what happens to me too. Alright, and there we are. There we go. Look at that. You're like, where am I going? There we go. Alright. GTX. Yeah, blue's at least. Honestly, we got a broken one here, maybe. Yeah, this. No, it's good. Woohoo! We got a good ship now. Excellent. All right. Well, all I can tell you is the creator allows us to have GPU and Task Manager now. So I'm just going to go to Task Manager real quick. I have this. Oh, now let's just make it beautiful. We'll worry about that later. Let's justify firing it up and taking off. If it's going to release, I say. All right, I'm going to turn off the engines. Engines off. Engines on. There we go, and readjust. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to do this, guys. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to press engines down. There's justify. See? Hey. And away he goes. It's kind of cool, right? Alright, F2. Yeah, it's pretty good. We're going to go to Delamar. Lord Vader, if you can join me there, that'd be great. I feel bad leaving you behind, man. My ship got bugged. Tell me if you were able to claim it, okay? I will work for free. I have seen Core 2 hours, please. Please. Okay, Darth. I just don't know if you're on my server, okay? So I'm going to come look for you. You're in Alpha 00, right? Right, we're going to go and see if we can find you. You're not afraid of heights, people. Just tell me if you're at Alpha 00. Excuse me while I zoom out so you guys don't get vertigo. Okay. If you are in Alpha 00 and I don't see you, and you're not chatting in chat, then we're not on the same server. Alright. I have escape and evade. They stay in their ships. I'm going to crash land 4 kilometers away and emerge in shelter. These guys have to look me and kill me whilst I pursue 2 kilometers away. Ooh, sounds cool. Alright, Lord Vader, can you chat in local? If you can chat in local, then you're on my server. If you're not... Oh, Junkyard's here. Junkyard. Right, Junkyard left his server to join mine. It's okay. How did you zoom out, please? Oh, hold down F4 and press the num plus. That gives you a wider angle lens, and then hold F4 and use the arrow down key, and it goes out. You can also hold F4 after and use your mouse roller. Yes, yes, I see you, peas. Okay, are you at 07? I mean 00, because I don't see you on the deck, Darth. Thanks, Mr. Pink. If you can continue to give little tips in chat, that'd be great while I try to find Lord Vader. Lord Vader, please report to Alpha 00. This is your final boarding call. I've been following this game since it started in 2012. Blues Man says. Eyes don't see you, man. I don't see a little person on 00 and Alpha. I'm an Alpha, man. So I see you. I see me, yes. Eyes don't see you. Me game is lacking, Darth Vader. Me game is lacking. Your game is not lacking. But oh, it's locking up. Oh, I see. Well, if you can join in on the server again, I need to make this round with Justify because it looks like there's an event. So you'll have to forgive me, man. The ship is going to leave without you. Don't worry. I'm going to move to a different system because these loading times, man, I'm so pampered with the Optane. Now, Justify, I see you, buddy. I see you looking down, looking up. That is cool. I'm going to just go first person. We're going to jump to Delamar in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, too close. Let's Justify. Looking about. It's like, ooh, this looks nice. I like it. Mr. Pink, you'll be following in another 14 years before anything happens. Ben Harris. Awesome, buddy. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Look at this boss, man. It's like the Godfather. Alright, we're here. We've arrived. Now, there's Levski. We're gonna go gently. Wow. Why is there 2 markers? Huh, I've never seen that before. 2 markers. I'm paying attention here. I might jump to that location. That is weird. Oh, it's probably just the planet. Yeah. Weirdness. Nothing major. I will meet you there as soon as I get another Uber. Alright. You got it. Alright, let's see. Alright. Yeah. 1 marker might be stolen by 1 by player. I have some graphics issues. Meh. Hey, Melf. Oh, I have some graphics issues. How is it looking for you, Justify? Are you still giving graphics issues? Moon looks really like a dirty snowball. Texture loading. Client restart helps, but don't do it now. Wait until we get to the red residential area. Oh, res. All right. Then log out after you interact with the door there. You should log back in at Levski. Alrighty then. Alright, gentlemen. DKN says, what is this ship? Is that a variant? No, actually, this is not a variant. It's the Reliant Kore. They also have a news van, which is kind of slick, but it's not in game yet. The bad part about this thing is even if you close the doors, the atmospheric pressure drops to below 1, so you slowly suffocate to death, or you lose oxygen, right? It also doesn't show you your max speed. HUD is not being shown, so it doesn't really help at all. Yeah, I guess not many people have the Car 2 all. I mean the Reliant Kore. Alright, so I'm 50 clicks away. I'm pulling about 23 frames. Redraw time is 24 frames, which is not bad. It's not too bad for the 4770 on a 1080. If I put in a 1080 Ti, I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot better in performance, and because there'll be more video memory, it'll be better. But while it's doing this, I'm going to just check this out, guys, so we know how it's performing. So right now, this is the speed. Temperature is pretty good. GPU usage is memory is almost at 8, which is the maximum this thing has. It's pretty much the 1080 Ti gives me 11, and it's close to 11 usage usually around Levski. All right, we got 2 ships on board. One of them is my freelancer. Remember? Oh, actually no, the freelancer is not here. So this is somebody totally different. And I wouldn't be surprised if this slows down the FPS. That's strange design. It is definitely a strange design of that ship. Jack here says, I do. The Kore is a fine, relaxing ship to cruise in. Quiet of space, and the hum of those engines is soothing, absolutely, especially on Delamar. The manufacturer's MISC, and they cooperate with Xi'an aliens. I got a Argo, can't get a mission box in it. Oops, I flew over top. Hey, Justify. Oh, I'm going to just tell him. Please ask for landing. We got a pad? Thanks. All right, that's my pad. Going in fast. And rotating. There he is. And going out. Let's do this. It's fast. The thing is, this is like landing in an airplane with a single prop engine. I mean an airplane. An airport or air landing strip where they say, oh, you're open. You can land. You got like 10 seconds to land. Now, you see those weird squares? I don't have that problem when I have the Octane drive. You know? LODs are interesting. Alright. Now, you notice I don't see the landing details because he requested it. But if I requested it, it would have given me that automated assistant.
Welcome.
Alright. Now, as you can see, it's really slow. Alright, I'll wait until he walks back. Okay. Flashbang 85. Alright. 22. Recovered. But look at the textures. They didn't even load properly. There it is. Just, Optane does help. But the difference between the 690 and the Optane is slight. But it still helped a lot. So we're just going to go up to the location up top. Let's see. 6. So, as you know, door's going to open and we're going to walk in when it gets here. Okay, I'm just going to back up. There we go. Ooh, this looks nice. I like what they did with the place. DKN says, kind of an off-topic question, but why don't you stream on Twitch? I like streaming in 1080p and 4K if I use OBS, because apparently OBS is the best for 4K streaming. Unfortunately, Nvidia's platform does not give you 4K streaming. Second reason is a lot of Twitch streamers, many of them, you know, they stream on Twitch, and I don't want to compete with them. I actually, you know, support them as best as I can. This is a non-monetized channel, you know. All right, let's see what I can get here. Ooh, gold. Ooh, Lauronite's so good here. Tungsten sucks. Boo. Boo. But Lauronite's good. I wonder how much you can buy. Let's see. Do I got anything that I can buy? Oh. I got these two guys. Alright. Let's see. Can I fill these up with Lauronite? Let's see. Not much. But I'm still going to buy it. Processing order. Yeah. This is probably not a good server. When is the face reveal? Honestly, the face, you mean the face over IP? I can't wait. I want to see it. The Aurora has actual doors, can't climb in or float in the package. Also tried throwing it in. Oh. I know, Commander, the Aurora is a tricky little guy, but have you tried, yeah, throwing it in won't work neither. I tried that too. It's not really a competition when it comes to SE. All the bigger SE streamers know and support each other. It's true. You're right. I wouldn't wait for the associated to be associated with most of the Twitch streamers myself. I wouldn't want to be. Albert here. Thanks for that. DKN, from what I saw anyway. DK Wildcat, hey buddy. 6 AUC is not good for tungsten. It's great if you're buying, but I want to sell. It's okay actually. Meet you at the bar. Don't ask questions about me, please. All right. You made it. Do you know the bitrate? Yeah, my bitrate is 10 right now. I have to go now. Have fun, chats. Sitaro, Mr. Pink, thanks, buddy, for tuning in. I couldn't add crates to my Aurora earlier. Wow, it's annoying. I'll try out the Auroras later, guys. You gotta stand back and place it right in the door. Oh, Jack says stand back, place it right in the door, and you can get in. Can you turn volume up? Oh, sorry, guys. This is not my normal setup, so I should go back down, guys, to my laboratory in the basement. Another off-topic question and a bit more personal. What do you do for work? Well, that is definitely a personal question, but I will say that I do training, I do support in systems integration, and I am also IT in a different job I do. You have an expensive rig, so you stream SC for 6 hours plus a day. Ah, Kamani, I actually had plans, and some of it fell through, so I decided to do a little bit of SC streaming. I took just time off from work to just kind of reflect, unwind, and enjoy myself. DK Wildcat as saying, "Hey, oh, I got it." You didn't ask any questions though. Danger says, "I was streaming this game today, and no one had a clue what to do with the Aurora and crates, including me." You're not the only one. We'll try it out though. How do you have 8 million rec? Oh, just doing some tests, you know. All right, it finally finishes transactions. I'm sure they're going to reset the... You don't need 8 million, by the way, to have fun, guys. 200 is pretty much all you need. So don't think you need a lot. I did, in my early streams, you can see a fully loaded Caterpillar with Lauronite leaving Port Olisar and heading to Levski. That was and I was escorted, which was nice too. All right, so let's learn it. There we go. I'm going to buy some more of that in small amounts. All right, and that's it. Now, I'm going to be right back. Hey, Justified, did you log off yet? Oh, I'm going to ask him. Oh man, did you log out in the residential areas?
Your ship's all ready for you.
I'm gonna try this. Yeah, Optane Drive is helpful, especially with the loading of objects. Now, what I want to do, guys, now don't kill me for this, but I'm going to log out, log into another server, just to see what the speed is, and then I'm going to load back into this server on the 8700K. Mr. Hills, no, it's only temporary. I just want to see You've seen how this performs, 22 to 25 frames a second at Levski. I'm going to see if I can load back in on a different server and then back here just to make sure. I'm going to move to a different server, and if I load back in this server at Levski, then at least I confirmed one of the questions I've had. It was about persistence in the server. Does it have to be the same computer or a different computer? So that's why I'm just doing this test, okay, guys? And at the same time, you guys get to see if there's any performance increase. Same server, same everything, different PC, same internet connection, right? So let's just wait patiently. So I'm going to go back to this one. This is the one I just left, I think. Pretty sure. Junkyard, don't move, please. Stay in that server, okay? Don't move anywhere. Just you're my beacon in the darkness for this test, okay? I see Sitaro is basically an SE scientist. I'm just doing some tests. That's all I'm doing. I'm not really using the scientific method appropriately, but it's fun. I tried about 100 times early and it didn't work. Literally couldn't do any missions. Oh, dangerous 10. Did you get the system downgrade? No, Mr. Hills. I'm just doing a test on the 47.7 with 2 SSDs, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1080. I have a same system with the 1080 Ti, but I know the 1080 Ti would make it very similar to the one downstairs, minus the Optane loading performance. Hey, they are bringing back, and the 32 gigs of RAM, of course. Reverse the verse. Nice. I am glitches, so I am invisible. You're invisible, Darth? Nice. That can be useful in battle. And you can see how long it takes. So what's going to happen is after I log in, if I'm still at Levski, then, and I've tested this, I will be happy. I will go downstairs and we'll see. Doesn't look like I'm at Levski. This is Port Olisar, so it might be the wrong server. So I'm just going to return to main menu. And so you're noticing slower load speeds. No, yeah, but the only reason why, DK, is two things. No Optane, just an SSD, and 16 gigs versus 32 gigs. The 16 gigs is slower than my 32 gig system downstairs, because that one's clocked at, the RAM is 3866, where this one's 2400. It's DDR3 on this system, DDR4 on that one. Cast latency is 12 or 1111 on this one, but that one is like 19 or 1818 something. Jack Hill says, when you go invisible, you can't go out of Port Olisar because you suffocate. Hope CIG does a quick hotfix for that. Ooh, that's a good point. Let's go back. Let's see if my friends are there. Junkyard. Justify. So that's the system I left. So Downer's there. Let me go back to Junkyard. I really hope Justify's not falling on me. I will follow you to your ship to multi-crew with you. No problem, Vader. Mr. Hill, so those one Optane drive is still faster than the 2 SSD. I'm not running RAID though. What was that? I am not running RAID, Mr. Hills. I never run RAID. Near and disconnected. Alright, let's try this again. Junkyard. Let's try that again. Building a new system. Would you recommend just buying 16 gigs of RAM instead of 32 and pouring the extra money into the card? Ooh, Austin. I don't want to tell you what to do on that one. That one's your call, bud. I know I went 32. If I could, I would have went 2 sticks 32, but I went 4 sticks 8. We should start a company in Star Citizen. Yes. We'll call it the Star Citizen Streamers. Qualified testers and streamers. No taxes. Yay! Based purely on funds gathered at event. Whether event is done or not. There is no need to buy new hardware until we know how SE runs when it has been optimized. Dissident. Absolutely. You're right. 100%. See how long this load time, this load screen takes? It's like, bleh. I mean, it's not much different, but it's still bleh. All right, here we are. I am now at Levski, so I found the server. Understandable, Austin says. Thanks. All right, so I'm getting 26 frames a second right now. So technically, it's kind of like I freed up the memory. I like loading at Levski so I get the best performance. 23 frames, 24 frames. And you, as you all know, whether I run at 1080... Oh, somebody was just here. Or is that just me being close up top? Just want to see what the market is here. Oh, there we are. Somebody is here. Don't know who, unfortunately. Oh, he's doing some sort of collisions. All right, let's see. Which market am I in? Buy. Ah. Tungsten. Laranite went up. Okay. All right. So, just taking a mental note. Good. All right, going back in here. I'm going to load into Justify server and see where I'm going to be found. All right, main menu. That's 24 frames a second on that server, guys. Long live Star Citizen. Understandable, thanks. How will you name your main chipset? Well, I did purchase a 2-pack of the 69. One was the, I believe I named it, I'd have to check. But I already have those those two named. I just decide how I feel that day. Maybe it'll be shippity, maybe it'll be tonkity tonk McTonk face or something like that. I'll have to see. Long list, yeah. How will you, yeah, rate is the best. What is this place? This is, Colin, is Levski. It is the most demanding, as far as I'm concerned, on your system. So I like to load into that location. Join friends. So that's Junkyard's location. He's holding strong there. I'm going to go to Justify. So at Junkyard, I logged off at Levski in the residential area. On Justify server, I logged off at Levski, I think. This is the server. Maybe this is another one. We'll find out shortly. And then I'm going to quickly go downstairs, take my Space Mouse, take this headset, just fire up the audio system, and we are going to see on a different stream if it's going to be better. Simon says, I love that. Laranite at Levski is 51. Port Alsar 72 strut A. Nice. And that's to buy or sell. Long live Star Citizen Streamers show. Sitaro, Garrett Nicholas asks, you said you never run raid. What is the purpose of that policy? I'm lazy. Sometimes I don't back up. And the performance I get from raid can easily be a little bit too much overhead for me to manage. So that's the only reason why I don't run raid. If I really needed that bandwidth, I would totally run raid. And it would probably raid 5 at least. So a RAID 0, I mean, if all you want is just speed throughput, so be it. But right now, I'm getting like 1.8 gigabit with the Optane and the M.2, so that's adequate for me. But yeah, there we go. I'm not at Levski here. So just like Justify, you woke up at Levski here. I'm also to your ship. Remember, I am invisible. Okay. You can have multiple characters, or is it just one? And done. Right now, Mr. K, you can have just one. I think you have to understand that the game is not released, so one character is all you really need. There's no customization, there's no leveling up, there's nothing like that, right? So it's pretty straightforward. Hey, Justify, I'm right beside you, buddy. Here, I'll wave to him. You. Rock. All right, there he is. That's Justify. All right, so we're gonna take another ship. First, I want to see what the status is. Oh, yeah. Before I do that, I'm getting 26 right now on the server. Let's see. Gold's 21, Laranite 77. All right. And it's 51 at Levski. So we're going to go to Levski now. But before I do that, guys, I am going to exit to main menu, okay? I am going to stop this stream. This is your second system piece. Yeah, Mazeman. This is the one I was normally streaming on, this particular one. So I'm going to go now to the 8700, and we're going to see what the performance difference is, okay? So while this is doing that, know that I'm using a user config like that. Task manager here. And this is the memory usage at the time. This is the Wi-Fi. That's GPU was pretty good. The CPU was pretty high. Straightforward stuff, right, guys? So I will start on the next stream right away. And then we'll go from there. So, oh, wow. I didn't respond fast enough. That's okay. Now, I'm going to jump on a server and see if I'm actually loading up on Levski. And see what the performance is like. Right? So, go back, click game, and yes. And how was the usage? And that's memory usage. And CPU usage. All right. Shutting down, guys. See you shortly on the next stream.